Hello, everybody. It's Beth here. You're a touring vocalist and voice coach. And today, with our tip of the day, we have keeping the mouth open. Yes, it's a very basic part of your singing, but it is one of the most important things you can do as a vocalist. The rule is anytime things go high, we need more space in our mouths. And space is going to be coming from a long open mouth, and that's vertical, not horizontal, meaning long ways, not wide. Sometimes you may hear people say, oh yeah, I'm opening my mouth really wide. This is incorrect. Things want to be long, always long, vertical. It's really a physics principle. If something is very small, it's hard for something large to pass through it, right? If something is large, it's so easy for the sound to pass right through it. And that's what's going on with our bodies. If our mouths are small and there's no opening, the sound has a harder time passing through. We have to work so much harder. If something is large, like this long, open mouth, the sound passes through so easily. And that's why it's so important that we remain big. Not only for the high notes, because it helps the high notes to come out easier, but our general singing. This is something that I will tell my students all the time. When you're generally singing, you want to make sure that mouth is not closed. It's not good if you're singing this way because nothing's passing through. But if you're opening up, right, the sound is passing through easier, you're getting your point across, your words are more clear. It's a much better approach to your singing. This is where I tell you to get out your trusty mirror, or you can do this on your phone. You are going to watch yourself sing, and you're going to see, is your mouth open? Are your lips moving? Are these words really popping out, or are things closed when you're singing? It's very easy to see yourself in that reflection of the phone or the mirror and say, you know what, I am kind of closed. Let me see if I can get a little better enunciation to keep things more clear. And then, of course, everyone is asking me about the high notes because that's the place where this open mouth really, really helps. Anytime you're going for that high note, it's time to drop. It's time to And one of the most popular ones that people bring me in is the Whitney Houston, the And I Will Always Love You. And that part where and the key changes and she's up there. If you take a look at her, her mouth is open, right? And that's something that you want to practice. You want to grab a song, your favorite song, and get to that little section of the song and watch yourself singing that, making sure your mouth is as long as it can be, comfortably, of course. But that's going to be the special trick that you use to get yourself to be more comfortable with those high notes, and also just to get them to come out easier, to not feel any strain, because opening long ways, is the opposite of straining. We don't want that. We got a little exercise to make it easier for you to see if you are doing a nice job at keeping your mouth open. It's a simple ma. And as you see my mouth, the higher the note goes, the more my mouth drops. Ma. My mouth is dropping long ways. It's never which would be incorrect. I do have these exercises on another YouTube video. This particular one is called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a chest stretch. And it's just a simple way to watch your mouth open as you go higher. Ma. And you've got to look at yourself while you do it, because the only downside about great information that people get on YouTube is that there's no one to monitor you. There's no one to say, yes, you're doing it right, or no, you're doing it incorrectly. So you've got to be your own monitor, your own teacher for the moment, making sure that your mouth is long. Ma. Then when you find you're singing them through, and it is long, you are good to go. That opening is going to start to really help you in your songs. You'll feel better. You'll feel better with the high notes. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. Remember, all of the good information that you can obtain on YouTube is fantastic, but there is nothing like a one-on-one coach, someone who can monitor you to make sure you're doing all of these small adjustments correctly. Find someone local, find someone in your area, or if you happen to be traveling by South Florida, reach out to me. I give lessons 5 days a week, and we can really make sure that you are in the best shape that you can be. Have a great day singing.